Welcome to Discussing the Universe with Drake.
And Ty.
And Grant.
That's
He's
right.
back.
Grant's back. Even though he was the last guest star, he was like the only one that was like, "Hey, can I be in the Christmas episode?" So here he is. That's
Yep.
what he gets for being nice. Okay, see, you people in the audience. Yeah,
I was on the nice
contact us
list.
on Discord.
It's all part
okay?
of the Christmas spirit.
He
being
was not
nice.
on the naughty list. Okay, we're just talking about Christmas today.
He is,
all
but
of
we're
the
making an
things, and those
exception.
filthy Santa deniers. All right.
See, there's video proof of Santa.
Yes.
This
Put
like
the link
first
in
one
the
here. You see it going over New York City.
Yeah,
it's just like clear as day.
And
people go, "It's just your parents putting it down there." Okay, but the gifts say from Santa.
Yes,
and he eats all of the
package.
cookies.
You're telling me that there is every single freaking parent on the planet is all in this one cult, this fake like creation of capitalism to give their children presents. That's like statistically impossible. Okay,
Impossible. You're telling me every parent in the world is in on it?
you're telling me that there Santa Claus is like quote unquote a like conspiracy bigger than like Christ? Are you saying like there's more people that have presents delivered by Santa than there are Christians in the world, and you're telling me that's just like coincidence? Are you kidding me right now?
Well, I mean, there is, he's like I believe he comes from like Christian like origins or something, right?
Saint Nicholas.
Oh, his name is literally Saint.
Saint
Can we get
Nick.
into some Santa Claus lore right now?
Saint
We're-
Nicholas. I'm looking it up right now on Google.
We're uncovering a few little lore tidbits.
Saint Nicholas of Myra, also known as Nicholas of Bari, was an early Christian bishop of Greek descent from the maritime city of Myra in Asia Minor during the time of the Roman Empire. I butchered all of that, probably.
No, I don't think so. I mean,
because of his many miracles attributed in his intercession, he is also known as Nicholas the Wonder Worker.
Oh, that's funky. I never knew that before. Neat. But yeah, like, you say like there's more Santa Claus believers than Christians. I think it's because Christianity being the dominating religion pretty much in I believe most of the world. I don't know. I don't have like a chart or graph or any information.
Graph.
But I think it rubbed off on everybody. It's like it, and then capitalism. You know what I'm?
Yeah.
You know what
Santa Claus. Does Santa Claus count as a religion?
Yeah.
By the legal definition of it?
Well, cults count as religions.
Well, no, they're like basically interchangeable. It's just that cult often has a negative
Christian.
connotation.
It's a Christian holiday because yeah.
How do you feel about people that
Saint
aren't
Nicholas.
Christian like celebrating Christmas? Like Christ is
I don't really
already
care.
in the name.
I don't really.
I mean, most people that aren't Christian don't celebrate Christmas.
I'm
unless
not
they're, like,
Christian,
half Christian.
but
What? Well, I don't know. Do you have any religion you do?
No, not really. Well, my grandparents on my dad's side are religious, so Christmas has just always been there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so some
care
people
about,
at
like,
least have
stuff like
a connection to it somehow.
I
even if
feel
they're
like
not
every
religious.
single person has some sort of connection
We all
to
have a connection
Christmas,
to Christmas
and Christianity and stuff.
Yeah, especially in America.
Yeah. Well, I mean, definitely in America, because you're just, Mariah Carey's supremacy just explodes during the second half of November.
Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You" is now the most not popular. It's the best-selling song in existence. Before it was
Is it
White
really?
Christmas. Yes, it is. It's the best-selling. It overthrew White Christmas about
My
2 years ago, I
God.
think. And now it's just like
Thanksgiving didn't even get a chance. It's just nope.
Oh,
Christmas time.
all the holidays have some sort of like I guess I guess Thanksgiving does have like thematic stuff, but for like St. Patrick's Day, it's all greeny and leprechaun-y, and Thanksgiving is just like
Day is Cupid.
brown, turkey.
Hey,
That's like
pumpkins, dude.
Pilgrims.
Gourds.
Turkey being the
Gourds, bro.
mascot for Thanksgiving, I think is really weird.
What's
because
Halloween's
that's like,
mascot?
That's like if you ate Santa
Headless
on
Horseman.
Christmas.
Headless Horseman.
Wait,
Yeah.
you don't eat Santa on Christmas?
You don't eat Santa? The flesh of the Santa Christ.
What do you guys think is the best Christmas movie then?
Die Hard.
I have not seen.
See,
Die
I
Hard
would agree
before.
with Die Hard, but also I don't think you guys have seen Santa Claus 3: The Escape Clause, or is that
Shut up! You shut
what
up
is it
right
called?
now.
That's a
Santa
real
Claus
movie.
3? Yes.
It's
Really?
Santa Claus 3: The Escape Clause. There's 3 Santa Claus movies.
Yeah.
The Santa
What was
Claus.
the
Funky.
second? Was the second one called
That-
The Escape?
No,
No,
it's
yeah,
the third one.
one's The Escape
It's
Clause.
really
The second
That is
one's
the
called The
best one.
Mrs. Claus. No, it's not. How many
Yeah.
times have you seen that movie in your life?
I've seen that movie actually like 15 times. I'm not
Wants
overestimating
to
it.
watch Santa Claus 3 15
When I was
times.
little, when I was
Just
What
every
the-
year, it's a Christmas tradition.
Jack Frost every year for like 6 years. Come on.
Dang, yeah.
Just watches the first one and then skips to the third one.
I
don't
do
think
like
anyone watches
I like the
second
first
one.
one. The second one's just boring. I do like the lore they get into with the other holiday
Oh my
mascots, though.
Shut up.
Well, speaking of like other holiday lore, have you guys seen like Rise of the Guardians? That
I have
old
seen
movie?
Rise of
I
the
have
Guardians
not.
before.
I thought
I
it
I
was
think
an
it's a
okay
bit
movie.
underrated.
Yeah,
It
I
was
thought it was
alright.
really. I thought it was alright.
Some people hate that movie.
I'm surprised
critics
people
hate that
haven't
movie,
tried
but-
to make like a cinematic universe of like
All the
holiday
holidays.
icons. Yeah, and
Mine
then they
was-
come in like an Avengers movie
For-
called like
for freaking-
Holiday.
for Christmas Chronicles, the literal plan was, from what I've heard, I could be completely wrong. Someone in the comment section, please tell me. Except I feel like I'm the most knowledgeable in the Guardians lore. Okay,
Yeah,
No,
you go ahead. What is it?
freaking, they was supposed to be like a cinematic universe. I heard like they were supposed to do like individual movies for each of the holidays, like little spin-offs. But the first movie bombed, so they just never made any more of them.
Yeah, that's a shame.
And they never will.
Christmas Chronicles was a pretty pogger movie.
I have not seen it, but Kurt Russell as Santa sounds good.
Yes, it was very good.
You know what my actual like favorite Christmas film is? It's either Home Alone 3, Lost in New York.
Home
or-
Alone
Home Alone
2 Lost in
3?
New York, you mean?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
That's the one with Trump in it.
That is the okay. Well, you didn't have to point out that part. But
Now we're pointing it
it
out.
was either that one. It's either Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, or Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite Halloween movie.
Nightmare Before Christmas, I don't think is a Christmas movie. I never have. We already did this discussion on the Halloween
I think
episode.
It is a
I know, but I'd say
I
it
think
counts
it
as
is a
both.
Christmas movie. I think it's a Christmas movie. It's
The
just
whole
not
theme
up
is
in-
all
up there.
creepy and spooky. That's the point. It's not about Halloween being made nice and cheery and happy. It's about Christmas being made
has
dark and
themes,
evil.
though.
That's the
That's
point.
That's why
cool,
I'm
though.
gonna. That's why I would argue that Batman Returns and Shazam are Christmas movies, but no one thinks they are because I'm going crazy.
Okay.
Batman Returns, especially.
I've not
Okay,
seen
hang
It
on,
is.
hang on, hang
Batman
on.
Returns is set during Christmas. Christmas
Yes.
is a integral theme to the plot. Come on.
Okay.
It's definitely.
Christmas. Okay, in order to have this argument, right, we need to establish what does Christmas mean.
It's
You
the
know,
spirit. It's the essence.
It's okay. So, but does
It's
okay
snow.
the essence and the emotion, right? Is that what defines
Yeah.
Christmas?
Does
Okay.
that make literally every single movie that has like
Yeah.
a
But it
has to have
cheery,
themes.
happy spirit
has
of
to have
giving
themes.
No.
themes, a freaking
Yes.
Christmas movie? Is
If
that
it's
what that
set
means?
during Christmas and it has themes of Christmas,
You don't have
it's
to
a
set
Christmas
during
movie.
Okay. Yes, if it's during Christmas and it has the Christmas themes, but what you talked about, like I'd say Shazam, it doesn't have a Christmas theme, it has a family theme. You know, a found family. I don't think that's
Yeah.
Christmas. Like just because it takes place during Christmas doesn't mean that it's automatically a Christmas movie. You know, it can be an honorary Christmas movie like Die Hard, but it's not like
Die
an
Hard is a
official.
full
Christmas.
Christmas movie.
That,
Die Hard is a
not-
full Christmas
That one's
movie.
also a
I've not seen Die Hard. I cannot partake in this argument.
I
okay?
saw it this year. It's a Christmas movie. 100%.
All I'm
Okay.
gonna
We'll
say
just
is
have
that
to-
Maybe I'm
Nightmare
forgetting
Before
some
Christmas,
things.
the whole point is about accepting who you are and not trying to become something else because you think you'll like somehow be better as a different person. And that's not really a Christmas theme. So I'm gonna say it. That's one of my major arguments on why it's not a Christmas movie.
Okay.
There you go.
Hmm.
I'm putting the pin on that.
That's your take on the.
Yes.
That's your slice of the slab. That's
Yep,
the-
my cut of the eggnog.
When you guys were younger, would you ever get creeped out thinking that Santa was coming down and breaking into your house?
I
No,
was
I would not,
horrified.
actually. I would
I
not. No,
got, I
was
got
like, this is
actually
acceptable.
really freaked out when I
I
was
was ready to
younger.
Home
Really?
Alone my house. I was like, let's go. Let's go,
I was like, yo,
Santa.
Santa, this guy's pretty rad, bro. So I don't even care.
Usually
I
I'm
guess
not
I
in-
just don't care about people breaking and entering into my home.
You don't care about trespass.
Look, okay, so and imagine if like one day, like every single person in the world, like on, I don't know, like July 5th or something, just suddenly found presents like throughout their house.
That would be
Like every single
amazing.
person on the planet.
That would be
no, but-
horrifying because then we'd
No,
have to
I'm saying
move
that would
I
be
would be
Christmas.
so
freaked out, but
horrifying.
it would be like a rapture level event, but in a good
You're
way.
right.
So instead of people going up, it's presents coming down. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Does that mean the presents are all going to hell then, since they're descending?
Sure.
Probably.
All right.
I guess
be down for
that. Okay.
Santa coming down the chimney is a metaphor from him descending from the heavens. It's all a
metaphor. It's
all a
all open.
metaphor,
It's all
okay?
artistic interpretation. Yeah.
The stockings, they represent
The 7 deadly sins.
how Santa has a foot fetish.
Yes, I agree.
What's my favorite
Oh,
Christmas
no.
movie? My favorite Christmas movie is probably Muppet Christmas Carol
Really?
because it's an amazing.
Oh yeah,
movie.
Iron Man 3 is a Christmas movie.
Iron Man. No, shut up. Iron Man 3 is not
No,
a Christmas movie.
not a Christmas movie.
I'm gonna guillotine you.
No, I'm just trying to piss you off.
I'm
Yeah,
sharpening.
I know. I got that.
I'm sharpening
What?
my new
You
titanium
just got on Google like
guillotine blade.
movies that take
No,
place
I
during
didn't.
Christmas.
I just randomly thought of it.
I don't even think it takes place.
Yeah, it
place during-
doesn't-
Wait, no. Yes,
It does. It does take place.
It
during
does.
Christmas.
Takes place during Christmas.
Dang it!
No, but okay. So because I've not seen Die Hard before. Why do people say Die Hard is a Christmas movie?
It was
set
one of the-
on Christmas, and it has themes of family and bonding.
It was one of those. It was one of the first movies that kind of like. It was one of the first movies that sparked controversy on whether or not it was a Christmas film, and that's why they were like, "Well, it's." An
I feel like
honorary
if it was
Christmas film.
set not in LA and had snow, people would fully consider it. But because it doesn't have snow in it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's always interesting because it's like Christmas movies always like. It seems like snow is like a necessity, and
Yeah.
I would agree to an extent, but
Because it's a white Christmas. That's the whole point. Everyone. It's the standard like fantasy about Christmas is that it's all snowy outside and it's cozy in your little cabin with the Christmas tree glowing in the corner. It's all about that aesthetic. All right.
Silence. I didn't want to guillotine
we
two
living
people
in
today.
we living in California. We don't exactly have the aesthetic, really, because snow is non-existent.
Impossible.
Except
We
for
live in
that
the
one
desert.
time
Do you
in
remember
third
in
grade,
second grade or
I
third?
was not here.
That was
So,
very based, actually.
I wait. What?
It snowed one time here. Down
I
here.
know. I've heard the tale, the prophecy.
Snowman in my
Um,
front yard, and it was very poggers. It was like a tiny.
I made
tiny
a snowman.
I remember actually one time when I was still up in San Jose, there was this one time where it snowed and I was like, oh my god, it's snowing outside, and it was like this like 0.5 millimeter of snow.
Yeah.
And then like by the time I was able to get my parents outside, it like passed and melted. And I was like,
Rip.
oh. And then I never saw snow there.
No,
again.
at all.
Who knows? Maybe I was hallucinating. I was a child.
So does Santa have immortality, or does he pass
Yes.
along his
No,
coat to
he's
like
in-
down the
no,
family
the,
line?
the Santa
Immortality.
Claus is not canon to real life.
Or-
The Santa
no.
Claus is in-
There's 3 different theories. Okay, it's
Okay.
the same Santa, and he's immortal throughout all of time, right?
Yes.
There's Santa
Mhm.
passes it down to his firstborn son, like
Uh-huh.
just like a king would, right?
So you're
And
saying
then
it's
the
a
third
monarch.
theory is the Santa Claus movie hypothesis, where his coat gets taken by a random person that learns the Christmas spirit.
All right.
That would
I-
suck
I-
to
I-
be that
I
person.
think
though.
he's-
I
it's-
subscribe to the immortality theory.
Same here.
Yeah. I do believe.
Ty, what about you?
Well, immortality. Plenty of people have like tried, and I guess it would make sense for someone who figured it out to be a.
I feel like
gift-giving
if the whole firstborn child thing was true, that would mean like there would have to be a different Mrs. Claus, every single time. I mean, same with the Santa Claus thing. And I feel like we'd see a lot more like disappearing women off the streets if that were happening.
That's true. Hang on a minute.
Maybe there's like a separate like royal family or something.
The
I don't
Mrs.
know, man.
What? So
Claus-
now
the
it's not the
Mrs.
patriarchy? What?
Yes. Exactly.
Okay, so the Mrs. Claus is, they come out of the South Pole and
Yeah, like foreign leaders like giving Mrs. Clauses.
Not a Mrs.
My
Claus.
God.
The world just starts to collapse.
Oh my god.
So there's I heard
Also,
somewhere
is
someone
his name
talking
Kris
about.
Kringle?
Or you go. Yeah.
Is his name Kris Kringle? Santa Claus, Father Christmas, Saint Nicholas.
His name
It's
is
the-
Saint Nicholas.
It's the same way how
Santa Claus and what's the other one? Kris Kringle are both just like no, I wouldn't say all pseudonyms. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you.
I think
But his name is Saint Nick. Okay.
yeah.
Let's freaking go.
There's always like an original name, but like you can call him other things. Like the same way you can call like Satan, like Beelzebub, the devil, all that jazz. You know what I mean?
That's his actual name.
What do you guys feel about Krampus?
Krampus?
Krampus
I
is
like
pretty
Krampus.
fun. It's a pretty
he's
fun
just
idea,
misunderstood.
okay? He's just misunderstood.
He
okay?
only abducts the children that are bad. I don't understand what the problem is.
He throws them in a bag into a river.
he only kills them in a brutal,
This is
violent
what's
death.
real. There's so many bratty children nowadays that I wish could just be abducted. To do it
The hardest
ourselves.
choices to require the strongest wills.
Create like a kidnapping regime, I guess it would be considered quote unquote human trafficking. But I mean,
It would be.
so if we just kidnap children that are really
We endorse
annoying,
human trafficking.
then, like,
no, we
what-
do not.
Here's the thing. No. If we
podcast.
kidnap, if we
stop.
kidnap people, okay, annoying children off the streets, who will miss them?
No one.
Their parents.
Exactly. We're doing the world a service. Their parents need to learn loss at some point.
Oh my
Okay.
God. That's so messed up. I believe in rehabilitation and reevaluation.
Not
Hunting
the
down
death
for like a real life Krampus.
Please don't become Krampus Tree.
We should become Krampus.
I'm
It's a
not-
good idea.
It reminds me
We
of when the real life killer clowns happened.
Oh
That
That
was
was-
surreal.
that
That
was
was awesome
weird.
though.
That was not
loved it.
awesome.
More people
Imagine
were
if-
scared
so
of the
funny.
killer clowns than of COVID.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's actually
But, like,
true.
You know how horrifying it is to just be like walking out and all of a sudden a killer clown
Like
pops up
me and
behind
my
the bushes.
saw
me and my
killer
friends
clown.
would walk around like just like in the street, and then one time we swore at the end of the street we saw a killer clown, and it was like at the height of it, and we started screaming, running away. It was amazing. I loved it.
Killer clowns. Is
I wanted
awesome,
to come
like,
back.
You have
Halloween.
weird friends.
When imagine, okay, so I guess it's like a fun little thing to do, I guess, but like there's just some people that like to dress up in scary clown costumes, just wander the streets and go like, "Ooh, I'm scary," and just
Mhm.
like jump scare people, and it's like,
That's stupid
what's
on
their
actual
mindset?
Halloween. Yeah,
what's
I
their
don't like that.
mindset of that? They're just
I
walking
like
around and like,
causing
okay,
fear.
tonight I am going to scare people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk around the streets and be like, so how's it hanging? And
If
then
you-
that's
well,
it.
like all episode, or if you missed last week's episode, if you did miss it, you should make sure you don't miss them by subscribing and hitting the bell and liking the video and joining the Discord server. But
And subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah.
last week,
Well, okay, we need to set up the Patreon, bro.
maybe last week though, when we talked about Lord of the Flies, I believe we can relate that sense to like Roger, on how kind of like the sociopathness.
Jeez, Ty. I know you read it for months and months, but like, wow.
Listen,
No, because like outside of this podcast, even you bring any opportunity you can you bring up like a character of Lord of the Flies, and now I'm kind of worried for you, Ty. Are you good? Are you okay?
we live in a society. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
I mean, that is very
We
true.
do.
Society's
And we
constructs
live in a
can be
society
broken
that
down.
celebrates
No, but
Christmas.
how? Just tell me right now. How are you gonna connect Roger's sociopathy to Christmas?
No.
Oh, well-
I'm connecting them to Killer Clowns.
No, we're just talking about Halloween.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Like, not really caring about the fear you instill in others. I believe that's exactly what Roger was doing, kind of, or at least what Roger represented. Anyway,
I'll admit, when I was reading the book, I forgot Roger existed until the end.
until he
Yeah,
murdered
that's
Piggy in
too bad,
cold blood.
right?
I did forget about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it only goes to show we forget they exist. We forget that there are monsters
We live in a society.
blending in this society.
I mean, they're not really blending in if they're dressing up like killer clowns and going like, "Ooh, I'm
That is
spooky,"
true.
scaring the. They're like jump in front of a freaking baby in like their little stroller, and they'd be like, "Ha, I got him, got he."
Yeah. Back to Christmas.
Yes.
Yes. Also,
Did you actually have anything to say about Christmas?
Did you guys have any like memories when you were younger of like Christmas or Santa that were cool?
I remember it was my first or like second time visiting my grandparents up in Canada, and I was still a young child, untainted by having to stay up late to do schoolwork, so I hadn't fully trained my insomnia yet, and so I was trying to stay up and be like, I'm gonna see Santa do the thing, the present thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just passed out, and then I woke up and I was in my bed, and I'm like, oh no! And then there were presents there, and I was like, no, I missed my opportunity. And I remember being really sad because I'm just like, oh man.
What was I gonna say? I don't remember if it was a mall Santa or just like because my church does like a little Christmas organization and like holiday thing, and at the end they always like have a Santa for the kids so
Makes
they can
sense.
like sit on their lap and say stuff. I don't remember if it was like a mall or one of those, but I told Santa when I wanted, and then when it came on Christmas, I was like, oh my gosh, because I knew like the Santa was fake.
Yeah.
But like I was like, how what witchcraft? How has my I think it was like a Bakugan thing or something. How has it appeared?
The Santa was fake, but the magic was real.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. I was like,
I would
Santa,
always
he
know
read the mind of
really-
the Santa, and it transported into his brain that I wanted the Bakugan.
Santa is omnipotent. Hashtag what?
Yeah. Mall Santas are cringe half the time.
I don't mind mall Santas.
Most children just want like video games nowadays, though. So it kind of
That's-
it kind of feels weird. I feel like mall Santas they'll just hear like, I want Call of Duty Black Ops 5.
I don't really feel that anymore for like 5 to 8 year olds. I don't think
No.
maybe like a Switch.
Nah.
But, like, I still think a lot of kids get like Nerf guns and action figures and Legos.
That's true. Those businesses
Sometimes
stay
on
alive.
sometimes on YouTube I'll get like an ad for like a kid toy. I'm like, why YouTube?
Exactly.
What? Please.
Yeah. Go
And then I'll
turn
be-
on Nickelodeon, you will see a million like kid
Yeah,
toys.
and so I'm like,
Transformers, whatever thing. I forgot what it was.
I don't
but
want to. I
got
don't want
one
to
too.
seem like a freaking old boomer man, but seeing all these like millions of
Boomer.
dollars people are making off of like toy unboxings makes me think that like children aren't actually using toys anymore. They're just like watching them on YouTube.
Drake toy review. No, dude, it's
Oh,
doing the
I'd
opposite.
watch a Drake toy review.
Oh, it's like a free advertisement, is what you're trying to say.
I think we need to do a Drake's toy review episode for your special project.
We do need to do that. Also, this podcast is to not like conflict with the thing. This podcast will probably be only on Ty's channel for like a while. I might update because I don't want to.
I think you
don't
could
wanna,
still
like-
do a double upload.
No, because I want it to like go from 100 videos to 200 videos, just like over the course of the thing. That's the point. And adding in like podcast every week or so.
Your mic is
be
being
kinda-
weird.
Why did noise suppression come back?
I don't know.
There we go. Now my
Alright.
voice should be clearer and or worse.
Both. Anyway,
So I'll probably still do the podcast, but it would just be on Ty's channel for a while. Or
Alright.
I could make a second channel. I could just
I think a second
that.
channel would be good.
I've always kind of wanted to do a
Just
second
upload.
channel.
A
And just be
second
call
channel.
it what was it? I was gonna call it Double Dose of Existence or something like that.
You could do that, where it's
I could just do
make a
that.
podcast
where it's
channel,
like
just-
Unisonus, where
I
it's like
could,
once
you're
you
right.
post the 100 videos, it's either just gone or you deactivate.
Oh no, I'm not deleting the videos.
I don't mean delete. I don't mean like
Wow.
delete them. I mean like just like you stop doing things after 100
No.
videos or something.
Oh no, I'm gonna keep doing. It's just
Oh,
like
okay.
for a thing. It's just for a period of time. Well, that's the announcement video is gonna come in like
That's probably
7 days, and
really.
wait, no, is December 31st or 30th?
31st.
Okay, so then 8 days. So a little over a week, and I've already told the people who adamantly listen to this podcast about it. So you're the only ones, the people listening right now. You're the only one
But
who
if
knows
you-
about the special 100 days thing.
But if you
Starting
want to know
sometime in
more,
January.
you should.
To do what, huh?
Like
what
the
should- what
video,
should I do?
subscribe, hit the bell, and join the Discord.
Yes, yeah, just join the socials, and remember to smash that like button.
Follow us on Instagram. Also, link in the description.
Also follow Ty's OnlyFans.
Back to Christmas.
Back-
All right. I feel like I was talking about something way earlier. And I was like,
Christmas tree hunting. Have you guys
oh, like
been on
looking
a
out for a
Christmas tree
good
hunt?
Christmas tree?
Yeah.
No, I just have
Uh,
one big Christmas tree.
I always get real Christmas trees every year, except I am not picky. It's
We-
the rest of my family that always picks out a specific tree with
Yes,
just like
yes,
the
yes.
proper orientation of needles, and I'm like, what the heck? Just
I-
get a freaking pine tree. Bam.
we were debating getting a real tree this year, but we
Mhm.
didn't really want to like deal with it, so we just broke out the plastic tree we've had for like 8 years. And it's like this little like 3 foot tall.
I've never had a
light-up
plastic
thing.
tree before.
Really?
It's
I-
better than a real
You-
tree in my opinion.
Yeah, because you don't have to take care of it. It's like you can just plug it in, turn it on, and the lights will do all the work for you.
What I do have though in my room, I keep in my room. The Christmas tree, of course, is not in my room; it's in the living room. But
I
in
was
my
gonna
room, I
say.
have my own little quote unquote Christmas tree. But it's actually Hey, you seen what is it? The Christmas Charlie Brown, whatever that movie's called, it has like a specific name.
You mean like the tiny like
Tiny,
I have
terrible
I
Christmas
have
tree.
a recreation of like the tiny little tree. It's like plastic, but the tiny little pathetic tree, and I just keep it in my room, and
just all
it
you
has one ornament on it. Yeah, and I think it's pretty neat. Okay,
Okay.
I think it's okay. It's a weird thing to say, but it's a cool piece of Charlie Brown merchandise. All right, I think it's the only
Interesting.
good piece of Charlie Brown merchandise that I would actually care about ever. There's not exactly a lot you can work with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I don't know, you could make the sheet from Halloween,
Minus
the
his-
pumpkin Charlie Brown with like a bunch
Minus
of
his
holes in it.
blanket.
Yeah, or that.
Yeah.
But that's just like really basic stuff. It's like
Speaking of like marketing and like merchandise and stuff, and how like, what do you guys think about like Christmas? Like, companies ramping it up during Christmas. Do you think it's like,
corporations and Christmas. It's kind of stupid, but at the same time, I don't have a problem with it as long as it like I don't know improves the economy or something. As long as you still keep down inside your heart the true meaning of Christmas, then I guess it's acceptable.
Yeah.
Like I know the whole thing. I know the whole thing is like, man, it's not about the presents, but it's like I still want the presents. I mean, I don't.
presents,
I know.
please,
It's not.
And as you get older, the presents get more boring.
dude. I remember the first time I got socks, and I was like, huh. So it begins. And then my dad was like, "So it begins, Ty," and I'm like, "Oh."
Anytime you get shirts, you're like, oh, thanks. Unless it's
Well,
like a cool T-shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Actually,
like, if I get like a sweater, I'm gonna go. Okay.
I remember 3 years ago, my one of my now favorite shirts was actually a Christmas gift from my grandparents. They got,
Most of my shirts I get are hand-me-downs
oh,
from either from usually like my older cousin, and that's why I just have a bunch of various shirts and stuff.
is that where your
uh,
communism shirt came from?
It's not where my communism shirt came from.
Oh,
my
right, 'cause your
communism
uncle
shirt
got that one right.
came from my uncle,
Yes,
Ah,
I remember.
it's a genuine communism for sure. Because I am a true communist. No,
Capitalism
I
can't
just-
touch you.
I just think it's cool. I think it's just a cool little memorabilia. I mean,
A
I'm not
memento.
remembering anything, but still.
Hmm.
So I don't get a lot of clothing for Christmas, which is good.
Oh.
I think, at least.
All
Okay.
right, I see.
Some people might, want shirts and stuff. Like, what do adults? If adults ever get anything, they probably just get like stuff from like their family and just like not exactly gifts, but like I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
What
What,
do
what
it's
do
like-
adults
I
get
don't
each
know,
other? Oh,
What do
God.
single people do on Christmas? Just
stick a
cry.
mug.
I don't know. Last year I was in Canada. I've never had the opportunity to just sit there with my thoughts. Wait. What'd you say?
What?
What do single people do on Christmas?
I said yeah. What
Oh.
do single adults
Like
do
when
on
they're
Christmas?
adults. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what I'm saying. Not like me. Like
Hmm.
people who live on their own.
We're putting a link in the chat, guys. Drake's single, link to his Tinder.
Yeah, link to all of my dating apps in the description.
FarmersOnly.com.
That's right, ladies. I'm available. Wink, finger gun, snap. What if I put like a fake Tinder account in the bio?
Don't put a
That's
fake
just, like,
Tinder
weird.
account in the bio. Don't do it.
No, what if it's just like a link to like some like celebrity's Tinder account or something?
What celebrity
Scott
would it?
Account.
Okay.
Doesn't Scott the Woz have a girlfriend or something?
Yeah.
He's
He made
cringe.
it.
Scott the Woz is not allowed to have sex ever in his life. Okay, if he ever has sex, he has to delete the channel. That's just how it works. That's how that's how gamers function. Okay.
I was gonna say put like a link to my Tinder and then just like rickroll people.
People can see the link is not Tinder, and that is youtube.com/ what is it, QXR or something, the first three?
I don't know.
I can kind of tell the Rickroll link by now.
When
Yeah.
you know you've been damaged when you realize it like can memorize the rickroll link. It's like
Who's the first person to ever get Rickrolled?
I think
Um,
the first person to ever get rickrolled was probably like they didn't realize how big of a thing it was, so that it wasn't classified.
This is the link. Oh, yeah, okay,
think
the last
Rickroll
three letters are
transcended
XCQ. Also, yeah, they've basically kind of.
I think Rickroll is a funny meme still, like non-ironically. I think
It's one of those. It's a
Nobody
timeless
gets
meme.
mad. Nobody gets mad at getting Rickrolled. That's the whole point now.
Yeah, it's like
Before I
you
get
got
people
me.
would get mad, except people still get mad over the game. I still get mad over the game. You all lost the game, by the way.
Dang it! How dare I lose the
The whole concept of the game in itself is really a testament to how easily people forget super small things.
Mhm.
Like, people aren't always thinking about it. Like, even though it's like it's not like you've forgotten about it, because when someone tells you it, you don't have to be reminded what it is. You know immediately
just
what it is
know,
after
yeah.
you learn it once. It's a phenomenon.
I
as
remember
people say.
it happened to me. The Mandela effect. No, it happened to me.
No, but
in-
actually, like that, yeah.
yeah.
Wait,
quite
that
literally.
means that everyone that's ever played the game has lost the game.
That is correct.
Well, people who don't know about the game are playing the game. They're just winning the game.
Yeah. But I lost the game for the first time. It was
Mhm.
10th grade, and
Yeah.
I was just vibing in drama, and then Chris walks
Mhm.
up to me. He goes like, "Ty, you lost the game," and I'm like, "What?" And then other people were like, "Oh, dang, Ty, you lost the game," and I'm like, "What game? What did I?
What are you talking about?
What happened? What kind of game have I lost?" And they're like, "Haha, you lost the game." I'm like, "What?" I'm so confused. And then in PlayPro, last year I did it to New Person, and they were like also like what, and it was like you and I are not so different. It was just a funny moment. I reminisce.
What are thing relating to Christmas that I just thought up of to continue the conversation?
Secret Santas?
Did any? Okay, you know what? You'll do yours first, sir. Secret
no.
Santas. I've never been the biggest fan of Secret Santas ever. I will admit, mostly because
Usually,
like
I always get a better gift than people give
I
me back.
never know what to give people for anything, even on birthdays. I'm just like, take some money, okay? Because I would be down if and every single person on my birthday gave me money. I mean, I'm fine with that.
Didn't I give you money?
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe
I'm
so.
pretty sure I gave you money. But that's because you were asking for money. Like, I would have gotten
Yeah.
you something else.
Yeah, but like when a Secret Santa, I guess helps because they're often like say like what stuff they specifically like.
Yeah,
But I'm
they
always
fill out,
like
like, a
never
sheet.
sure if they like specifically want like this. I'm like, here's a thing, and it's like,
I remember
Well,
getting hex
please don't
bugs.
hate it.
Secret
Also,
Santa.
Yo, that's a
just-
sick gift. Okay.
also, like, when you write down, like, what you like and stuff, and the person gets something completely different to, like, anything you've
I'm
written
gonna
down.
eat a hex bug and feel it crawling around in my
Oh,
throat. Yeah.
No, but I remember I was part of my first Secret Santa, and like I put like thought into the gift. I asked like the people around my secret, person. I was like, hey, what do you think they like in this category of things? And then I wrote down like anime stuff, like manga and like anime merchandise.
You filthy weeb, yeah.
Otaku, actually.
Oh, actually, it's out.
No, but then like I got like a Mad Libs like crossword thing, and I'm like, thanks.
Yo, Mad Libs.
I'm like, thank you, and it was like even worse because it's like everybody else got their gifts, and like I was the last one left, and people were like, Ty, where's your present? And I'm like, I have no idea. Then like the guy's mom came in and handed me like the Mad Libs thing, and I'm like, oh, thank you.
Pogger.
Yeah, so that was my Secret Santa experience. I was hoping to do better, or hoping to be part of one this year, but something pandemic related threw that out the window. Very mad about that.
Also known as
I was
the
gonna do
funny
Reddit Secret
demonetized.
Santa this year, but
Yeah.
I didn't.
Reddit. See, okay. As not a adamant member of Reddit, what even is that?
It's
not
literally
very-
just a worldwide Secret Santa.
Not
Oh,
very
so you get, like,
wholesome
someone's
100.
You get
address?
matched with a random other person, yeah, and they say like what they would like.
Bro, next time.
Give
next
me 27
next year-
Bitcoin.
No, it's gonna be a pipe bomb
Oh, I
delivered
see.
directly there. They're giving me their address. You might as well like do something like funny,
No,
such as
please
a pipe
do not.
bomb.
Please do not commit an assassination. That would not
It's
be
not.
very
They won't
nice.
even suspect that's a suspicious package because they'll be like, "Oh, hey, what a
When
nice
it gets
package from the Secret
X-rayed
Santa."
when it gets X-rayed to fly to wherever it's going, they're gonna be like, "Why is there a pipe bomb?" in
Fly?
this
What if
package?"
it's just like 2 states over? They're not gonna X-ray that. Not
Yeah,
that-
they will.
You scare me.
Everything.
You scare me a lot.
You're saying you haven't pipe bombed someone's house?
I've never I never have
Oh
and
my
never
God.
will.
Okay,
Most likely.
look, only a few times.
Guys, there was a severe
Hey,
lapse in my
Severe
judgment.
lapse of judgment.
Hold on. I need to cover up my camera for a second. Okay,
do you
guys.
mean?
The FBI have been following me for a while now, so I'm gonna need to cover
gonna
this
lay
up.
low.
Okay. So, haha, it was funny. I pipe bombed someone's house in Minecraft. Yes. The Molotov cocktail in that person's house
cocktail.
in Minecraft. Yes, I love playing my
Yes.
video games. Okay, guys. Okay, I think I fooled him.
They're
I think
totally
I'm in the
not
clear.
onto you.
I'm
Yep.
in the clear now.
Mm-hmm. And can you, Drake Mersick, confirm that you indeed have Molotov cocktailed somebody's house in real life?
In Minecraft.
Please,
I've-
Drake Mersick.
No,
tell
it's
me.
in Minecraft.
Please speak into the mic if possible.
I did it. No, I did it in Minecraft.
Understood.
Okay, but
What were you going to say?
there's so many secret services out there. Okay, do you think that secretly one of them doesn't actually exist?
You think that like a secret organization, like a named
Say
organization,
for
only
example,
exists by name?
does the CIA, is it really real?
I
Yeah.
believe it is.
You have been arrested by the CIA before? Your
no
house has been
comment.
swatted?
No comment.
Oh, I see.
But
Maybe Santa is the CIA. Ooh, that's how he knows what you want for Christmas.
Everything's
He's hacking
bugged.
into your cameras.
I actually keep a post-it note over my camera, so in case I am.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, I keep it
What
posted.
are they gonna watch you do? What are they gonna see you do?
They're gonna watch me like
What do you think?
I'm just working.
Actual wild guess, Drake.
I'm just working here all the time. I don't. Well,
Ty, you doing any illegal drugs or something?
I am not
like
committing illegal substance abuse.
you see, people be like, I don't want my privacy being invaded. Well, and I'm gonna cover up my webcam. And it's like, what are they? If you're not doing anything like really weird, then what are they gonna? What do you want?
It's just you don't want to be watched if at all.
But I don't care, bro.
I remember.
I don't.
Okay, you might not care, but like I tried drawing on stream on my Instagram, which you should go follow. And I remember I just like 3 people came on, and I just like couldn't do anything because it felt so weird to have people watch me draw, and I was like,
bro, you are on a podcast. People are listening to
I am
all
on a
the
podcast.
time.
This is pre-recorded, and no one is listening to me right now other than the 2 people
Yes,
of which
people
I
will
am
be listening
hosting the podcast with. Yeah,
That's like saying, oh yeah, I shot someone live on camera, but don't worry, it's in the past now.
No, pre-recorded.
I didn't do that.
I
didn't do that, FBI, on my camera right now. That was an example. That was an example, okay?
No, but like, pre-recorded and live are 2 different things, because live people are literally watching you in the moment, but pre-recorded,
yeah, but if they don't have any, if like you say you don't even look at the chat, then there's no way to tell.
Yeah, but that's like even weirder, because then you don't know if people are watching or not. It's like the classic, like, being alone in the forest. You're scared that you're not alone.
Alone in the Forest on Christmas, guys. We gotta loop it back to the main topic here.
You gotta main topic.
I was alone in the forest on Christmas once.
That's pretty cool.
Do tell.
Oh no, like forest, quote unquote, just a bunch of trees, and like I got a little lost. But it sounded
I've been up
it sounded
at my
very dramatic,
grandparents'
right?
house in Wyoming.
Wyoming.
And it snowed and it was rad, and there's just like their house is just in the, I mean, I think they moved recently, but their house is just in the middle of
the street. Our house.
No, it's like in the middle of nowhere. Like literally it's just
nowhere.
surrounded by forest, and there is like a barn near, and then besides that there's just like a dirt road, and that's it.
Got it.
So you could just wander out into the forest, and there's just like, I don't know, stuff. And also, it's cool because you can light off fireworks there. You can't into California, or at least in Burbank, because that's illegal.
I think California, no, actually.
And they like sell so much fireworks. Like I literally, there was like a fireworks shop there that was owned by, a friend that was owned by my cousin's friend's parents.
Wow. Very long.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I had to think of the connection. I had to think of the order of what to say the sentence in.
Gotcha.
And there's this whole like freaking, I don't know how, I guess redneck would be the best word to describe it. Redneck like family of like 10 people just walked in, and they just started piling it up in their truck, like just fireworks.
Wow.
Hundreds upon hundreds of dollars of fireworks.
That's
just stacking it up.
That's a very unique experience.
And I'm like, geez, don't you get desensitized to it at one point? My family will buy like a couple firework thingies, like a couple big fancy ones that go like pew 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 pew, and then a couple ones that just go like pop, and then that's it. Very descriptive, I know. You had to be there, okay?
I understand.
Like I feel like if you got like a million of the big bang bang shaboom bang ooh ee ooh ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang ones, you would kind of just get like kind of bored of it eventually. I feel. I mean, maybe your patriotism is just so grand and great.
Yeah.
Oh, say.
Can you see? Can I get copyright claimed for the freaking
national anthem?
Star Spangled Banner?
Maybe, I don't know who owns that. Is it public domain?
America.
Probably public domain. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then you can't get copyright. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know.
The Great
I don't know
Gatsby
the
is
rules.
going to go in public domain next year.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
So
Mickey Mouse is supposed to be in the public domain.
He will never be in the public domain because of Disney.
Because every single time that Mickey Mouse is about to go back to the public domain, Disney pays the freaking government to extend copyright laws, and I'm just like, what?
It's like every 20 years, yeah.
We would be able to make Star Wars movies, I think, by now. No, soon.
No, we
soon
wouldn't.
we'd be able to make Star Wars
No,
movies.
we would not
Soonish.
be able to make Star Wars movies until
With original
2077.
copyright law. With original
2077.
copyright law.
Interesting.
Without Disney's interference, we would be able to make Star Wars movies like relatively soon in public domain.
Don't think we would.
It is what
But,
it is.
It's 100 years, I believe.
Really?
No, it was like 70 years back then.
Oh, right, because movies and TV are different.
It was like back then it was just like 70 years and that's it. But
Yeah,
now
50 or
it's let me look up when does
Well, Star Wars is what, 46
Copyright.
years old?
expire? Well, yeah, I'm still
43?
saying that is pretty
43.
soonish in the grand scheme of our lifetimes.
Hmm.
How long does copyright protection last? Oh. What is this? It's so weird. For an anonymous work, a pseudo-anonymous work, or a work made for hire, the copyright endures for a term of 95 years from the year of its first publication, or a term of 120 years from the year of its creation, whichever expires first. There's a bunch of different stuff. Stupid. Then the lifetime of the owner plus like 120 years.
Oh.
It kind of gets ridiculous because they just really, really don't want Mickey to die.
Mickey will never die.
Right. Anyway, Christmas specials for shows that are like running
That
like
aren't
active
Christmassy.
shows. Yeah, like
That they just like a special episode.
yeah, like the hour-long Christmas special of I don't know whatever. What's
Some
the show? Some show.
I don't know, man.
Star Wars Holiday Special.
Okay, Star Wars. Oh wait, isn't that coming out on Christmas? Didn't I say we were
Star
gonna
Wars
watch
Holiday
that?
Special came out like about 40
No,
years ago.
I think. Are you thinking of the Lego holiday?
I'm thinking of the
special?
new Lego
Holiday
Holiday
Special
Special.
came out.
That
like,
already
a
came
month
out.
ago. Yeah,
Really? Okay, I'll
it's
check.
pretty good.
I'm gonna check that out later then. I got free time. But yeah. What do you guys think on like holiday specials for shows? Like, I personally think it's okay, and like
Unless they're
You know
actually
they're making
like,
Guardians
I
of
don't
the
know.
Galaxy Holiday Special, and it's
Yes,
gonna be with
I
like
saw
the whole
that.
cast and stuff.
awesome.
That's gonna be pretty. Well, that's coming like 2022.
2022 Christmas.
It will be worth it.
But
I will
and then
be waiting.
that like next summer, Guardians 3 comes out.
I'm gonna be in college or homeless on the streets or
Or
dead.
dead.
So,
Whoa.
let's hope it's none of the latter two. Okay.
I'm either going
So I can
to
wa-
be. Oh god, I
What?
hate thinking about the future because it's just
Exactly,
like-
and that's why I really hated this year specifically because it pushed This was technically like next year, I guess, was my last year, but this year was my last full year actually that I don't have to worry too much about the future. But now it's over, and it just like pushed it back. So basically, last year was my last year. I just never knew
Do
it.
you ever
We
just
didn't
think
know.
about how you're never gonna go into an actual school ever again? Like college is college, but like
Yeah,
an
like an
actual
actual school.
The
Yeah, it's
only
kinda
way
weird, though.
I'd go back into a school is if like it's like, hey Ty, you're successful, come talk to these children.
I already did that to my middle school because of how successful I am right now.
Clearly, Grant.
I actually did. Me,
Really?
Braden, and Cooper went to
Nice.
our middle school, and we talked to them about their futures.
I wanted since I'm like a senior this year, I was gonna like go to the middle schools to recruit children for the drama program, and like
Or shoot
perform.
children into the army.
Listen.
Don't worry, you'll be home by Christmas.
No. Oh, that's a.
It's a World War One.
I know.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
And all
Yeah, but like I was looking forward to this year. I was like,
and never come to mind at all.
And this is how we end the show.
That actually is- that
Old
is how we're doing it.
lang syne
this has been Discussing the Universe
with Drake
and Ty.
And your mom.
And we'll see you
Grant.
next time, baby. When actually this episode's gonna come out on Christmas, so that's gonna be pretty cool.
So Merry Christmas. Happy holidays,
I guess
everybody.
I could consider this the end of season 1 of the podcast. I guess.
Well, I think
Well,
we
wait,
get
episodes,
one
I don't
more.
know.
Wait, are you gonna have one on New Year's Eve?
We'll have one. We'll have one New Year's episode too. We're having 2
Wait, what?
specials in a row, baby.
Wait, is there enough time? But
Season
I'm ending right
finale
now.
next